of this group of leaders. Welcome to the home of the Florida Gators, Ben Hill Griffin Stadium, better known as the Swamp. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Auburn Tigers, taking on a participant from the playoff last year, the Florida Gators. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. Auburn will kick off to get us underway. And it'll come out to the 25, no attempt at a return. Florida's offense will go on the attack first. Now, guys, let's not forget, the last time these two got together, we had ourselves an absolute classic that has provided motivation for one side ever since, David.
I mean, such a back and forth, such a fun game. Everyone remembers where they were on their couch or in the stadium for that rivalry game.
And that's what rivalry games are supposed to look like. Both teams playing with phenomenal intensity. It's going to go down right to the wire. And you're right, those are the games that make college football special.
Looking to throw, it's flagged away. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit. Guys, let's chat about Florida. Every team needs those big dudes up front, and man, they got a mauler from the high school recruiting ranks. Big four-star D lineman. David, what's his adjustment going to be like?
Well, you see the excitement from the fan base and the reaction. It's all over the place, and you understand why. Because just being able to have that size at that position, play the defensive line, is so important for these college teams. He'll fit right in.
The Gators will bring the punt team onto the field. They'll have to boot it away for the first time tonight. And the return man couldn't get to it to make the catch, and the ball will bounce out of bounds. So Auburn's offense will try to get something started with their first possession. This crowd, full throat, spreading the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. That's caught. It's Barney. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Let's talk for a second about Auburn. Really good win on the recruiting trail last week. Got a commitment from a four-star linebacker.
He's going to help them out a lot because of his speed. He simply has things you can't coach from the linebacker position, so his ability to track the ball sideline to side.
And the quarterback is toast back at the 35. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming. Auburn's going to have to send out the punt team. They'll boot it away for the first time tonight. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. This drive will get underway from just inside the 35 at their own 34. The give to the back. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Might be changing the route. Scanning the field, it's flagged away. Gets it out fast. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
Shotgun snap, wants to throw it on 3rd. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
Defense did a great job. 3rd and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel on the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
And they gambled in their own end, and now they give up really good field position. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. They'll start this drive going to the air. Pressure coming. He's going to take off. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Well, welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
He can't haul it in incomplete. He had him on the crossing route, and he dropped it. Auburn sends out the punting unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And that is how a punter helps out his defense, pinning them deep in their own territory. The Gators sending the offense back to work. We'll see if that failed fourth down in their own end last time, David, sort of curbed some of the aggressiveness.
Well, you hear about it all the time in football. Go for it. Be aggressive. The problem is when you get stopped, sometimes it puts you in a hole. And, Jesse, now the offense has to come out and respond.
They were real disappointed not getting that first down. You can see it on the sideline. So let's just see if that's kind of galvanized them a little bit here to go make a statement and get some points.
Wants to throw. It's Lagway. Intercepted. A turnover in their own territory. Touchdown, Tiger. What momentum you get when the defense comes up with a play like that.
Really nice drive by this offense. This is a top 10 defense. This is a challenge. They're going to make everything difficult. So when you can make some plays against this defense, you got to absolutely take advantage, create some momentum for your squad. Nice drive by this offense.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill at that weight and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets started.
He navigates some traffic, steps out of bounds at the 27 as this offense tries to get something going.
Great job by the defense winning those early downs. Now you get them in a predictable situation. Third and long. You bring in more DBs, more speed, more fun blitz packages. Get to have a little fun, go get the quarterback.
Can't make the catch on third down, and the rarest of drops for this guy. The Gators will call on their punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And after the punt, that's where they'll mark it, just outside the 30-yard line. Opening play of this drive comes from the 34. Complete to start this drive. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Getting suffocated right away. How about the DB? Just seeing that initially, pulling the trigger, getting to him, get him on the ground, get the tackle for a loss.
Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33.
And the defense gets a huge play. I'll tell you, they've been wreaking havoc in this one so far. They've got so many athletes up front on this defensive line. It kind of reminds me about the defenses I used to go against in practice back in the late 90s. Guys like Javon Curse coming off the edge. The freak. It was a nightmare. So hard for our guys to block. We felt like game day was easier than what we faced in practice. And I tell you, this D-line by the Gators, what they got this year, they are special.
Fields the punt. Wants to make a play. They'll put a stop to that return as he gets it up to the 41-yard line. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3-and-out the last time they had the ball. Looking for space. It's Ball. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle. Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Dropping back, it's Lagway. They'll run the screen. Brought down just short of the sticks on the screen pass. And the Gators in the hurry up. On third and short, they'll go to the power running game. And they needed an inch, and they didn't get it. This defense gives up nothing, and you'll like it. The Gators will try to convert on fourth down. run for it. Oh, he's got some space. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. They're going to go right back to him on first down. And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Looking to fire. Quick strike complete. And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Gators come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. Offenses gain momentum with 3rd down conversions like that. They've got it at the 25.
Nice job by this offense converting the 3rd down. Listen, 3rd and short, they know you're going to run the football, and they still did a great job being physical. 3rd downs has been such a struggle for this offense. Bottom 50, one of the worst in college football. Nice job on that play.
And the Gators with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Wants to go up top. Caught, close to the marker, it's Wilson. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. That's the end of the period, and Auburn has the lead. And after that first quarter, let's see if these guys can get back in the game in the second. They've got a first down here to open the period. Here's the handoff. They get him stopped, but those feet kept moving until he was down to the 5.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the block.
Touchdown, Florida! Quick strike through the air for the score.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. And we're taking shots. We need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not. So being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. From the shotgun, the inside give. Works his way into the traffic and picks up 3 to the 17.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
And he fights his way forward, gets away from 1, but not much doing on that one.
And it wasn't lack of effort by the running back. He was trying. You could tell he fought one guy off, but another guy in his face right away, just trying to do something. The offensive line needs to do a better job keeping some guys off his guy. Come on, man. Take care of your running back.
The noise is deafening, trying to make sure only the Gators get out of the swamp on 3rd down. It'll be a first down as he gets it to the 24-yard line. The Tigers come to the line with a new set of downs. Dropping back, it's Knight. Under fire. Outside the pocket, lets it go. He's got it. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
Great job by the quarterback thrown against zone coverage. You cannot telegraph where you're throwing the football. You cannot eyeball wide receivers. So great job by the quarterback using his eyes, not staring down his guy, and then throwing him over.
He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the first down. Good, solid pickup on that play. And the Tigers can really attack on this 2nd and short. The give to the running back from the shotgun. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
You just need more from your offensive line. 2nd and short like that, you'd love to be able to fire off the ball and pick that up running it, but the defense was able to get penetration. They were able to get a stop, and now you set up third down, and this offensive line is going to have to play a lot better here.
Third down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
They finally get to him. And what a play there to pick up the first down. Right back to the well. And nowhere to go this time, and he couldn't follow up the big run with another. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Back to pass. Here comes the heat. And the rush will get to him at the 25.
And anytime you hit the quarterback, man, you make him think, you speed up the processor a little bit, and that's the 3rd on the day. This is a unit, actually, that does a good job of that. They're the top 25 in the country at getting the quarterback on the ground.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Going for it all. Ball into the end zone, and it's intercepted.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his 2nd of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
On the run, it's long. And he is snuffed out, greeted by a host of defenders.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
Back to pass, it's Lagway. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Plucks it out of the air. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. And that last completion left them short of the sticks. It's 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Caught over the middle, it's Brown. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the offense with no intention to draw the defense off sides. They want to run on 4th down. Got the first down and more.
Yeah, I think those quarterback sneaks used to be for the big, strapping quarterbacks. But, man, nowadays, dude, all you got to do is fall forward, and it's such a hard play to stop. So you see this all across all levels of football, and it's just a difficult play to stop.
He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. The Gators are moving quickly down the field. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Smith.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on 1st down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
Here comes the offense on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Makes the catch. He steps out of bounds, but he's got a 1st down on the play. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on 1st down. And it just squirted through his hands. He wanted to take off and got too anxious. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Looking to throw, it's Lagway. Quickly to the tight end. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. They've put this ball on lockdown. 8th play of the drive coming up. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming. And now let's see if the offense can bail itself out after the 2nd down misfire. Wants to adjust the pattern. On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. And the deflection by the defense brings up 4th down. The Gators will punt this one away. A low line drive and not his best work. And the ball comes to rest right there. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. He'll keep it himself. He'll take this every time. 5 yards on the 1st down play. They'll go to work on 2nd down after doing damage on the ground. Wants to go up top. Got him downfield. There he goes. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Here they come, 1st and 10 from the 48. Looking downfield, it's Knight. Here's the pressure. Can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40. How about this job by the defense? A well-disguised blitz by the free safety results in a sack.
And you don't blitz the free safety much because he's a guy that stays back usually. But what do? You said well-disguised. That's what you got to do. You got to make it look like you're dropping for a pass, bring the blitz. Offensive line was full. He comes flying through there, untouched, gets the sack.
That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Guys, rivalry games always bring out a ton of emotions, and they were on full display in that first half. And that defense has to feel like it just played about as close to a perfect first half as it can play. And who am I to argue? I mean, check out that scoreboard. Bone-crushing hits and an airtight secondary. Feels like they have 12, 13 dudes out there against that offense, which needs a real pick-me-up and fast. That said, let's get back to the field and our guys in the booth to see who comes out on top of this rivalry contest.
Thanks for that halftime report, Kevin. And the Gators will boot it away to start the second half. From inside the 10, here he comes. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Paul? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
This crowd unhinged, trying to make sure the Gators don't back down on 3rd down. Looking downfield, it's Knight. Hit as he throws. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing. Auburn's going to have to send out the punt team. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. He was working his way on the return toward midfield. They'll stop him at the 46. First snap of this drive will come from the 46. Leaves it with the back. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front.
That's such a great physical play by the defense because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country, and we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction, not that time. It's the big guys up front on defense getting penetration, and they're sending him back for a tackle for him.
Dragged down at the 43, but they've got it in enemy territory. They picked up 10 and give him a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Hand off from the shotgun. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Back to pass. He's got him. Looking for room at the 30. Guided out of bounds at the 22. Gators are on the move. Tight end now in motion. Power football with the run. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. The Gators have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Looking to fire. Finds the tight end. Makes the grab almost to the first down marker, but a good pickup on that one. So an example of a tight end doing a little unheralded work to set up a much better 3rd down situation.
And I like the QB here, Reese. I like the decision where I understand, let's get this football out, let's get some positive yards, and then get to 3rd down, and we can still have a better situation now because we got rid of the football and took the yards that were there.
And the Gators have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. Sets up the screen. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning.
Well, they try to spit it out to the running back on the perimeter of the field. You saw the speed and recognition by the defense, though, how quickly they were able to get to the back and get him down for a big loss.
Back to throw. It's Flagway. Finds his big tight end.
I like the aggressiveness by this defense. You've got to play tight on the wide receivers. There's not a lot of space on the field. You've got to be aggressive, and you've got to make tackles.
They'd really rather not have to settle for 3. It's 3rd and goal from the 6. From the gun, wants to pass. Here's a heat. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. And they'll send out the field goal unit. Oh, the attempt is no good. And after the missed field goal, guys, we are still locked up. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. The give on the counter. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
And listen, it's tough. It's a tough proposition. This is a top 10 defense against the run. You know they're physical. You know who they are. But you're not going to bat an eye. And you're going to challenge your guys, especially in the red zone, to be more physical, to be able to continue to run the football against a really good defense.
And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. And the quarterback brought up 2 and sacked at the 12. Auburn sends out the punting unit. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Yet another punt on the way. Got to make sure that hamstring stays loose. He's been busy. Can they catch it? Very little will make a crowd hold its breath. Like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. The Gators sending the offense back to work. And in a low-scoring game like this one, David, every possession is magnified.
And I think more than anything, it just gets frustrating. And you got to put that behind you. You got to see what this...
Turning it on! That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone.
And that's what makes this defense so difficult to run against. They've got guys up front that just push offensive linemen backwards. They basically push the blockers right into the lap of that running back.
And watch the offensive line here. They all block run. Because they're blocking run, the quarterback decides, oh, I got a favorable matchup. He dumps it out to the right, makes the right read, gets a nice positive game.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. And boy, is he close to that 1st down, maybe just a couple of inches short. This offense is aggressive on 4th down. 2 for 3 so far today, and they're still on the field. Ball down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the 1st down. The Gators kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Quarterback sneaks ahead.
And nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go.
Touchdown, Gator! They take the lead with the 6.
This is like having an extra running back in your backfield. This quarterback is magic. If he decides to keep the football, he can make people look absolutely silly. He shows you on that play.
And he made that extra point, the wet turf, no problem at all. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. They'll move the wide receiver. Back to throw, it's Knight. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10. He was lurking, waiting for his opportunity, and like a gator in the swamp, he went into the roll and got that quarterback.
They did. I tell you what, when you want to be dominant in this league, if Florida wants to get back to being a dominant team, it's got to be guys like this in the trenches dominating football games.
Grab behind the line. It's Barney. And he's able to shed one tackle, but still just a very short gain. We've come to the end of the quarter, and it's Florida on top. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up for this third down play. He'll set up to throw. Bringing the heat. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10. Auburn's going to have to send out the punt team. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. So from his own end zone, the punt is away. He'll field it close to the 50. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Really good balance on that last drive. They mixed it up all over the place, Jesse.
Yeah, how nice, too, to have the defense on their heels, because at this point, they don't know what's coming at them. They had problems stopping everything that last drive did.
So I think this defense would come back with a little more aggressiveness. I mean, they let them have what they wanted. Now they got to dictate to this offense a little bit.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. They'll run it out of the shotgun. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line? Boy, there wasn't much room to wiggle for that running back there.
None at all. Great job by the defense getting in the backfield quickly, closing up all the holes, nowhere to run.
Dropping back, it's Glagway. They're working that left side. Just outside the red zone as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 22. The Gators come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll run it. They want to take their time here.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Pulls and fires it complete to the right. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Let's see what they do on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Using the quick game. Touchdown, Florida! A great catch and run for 6. They put another score on the board as they try to push this winning streak to 3. Now they they have extended this lead, guys, starting to put the hammer, but sometimes a rivalry game can give you a little of extra fight back.
And there can be no panic at this point now. You've worked too hard this offseason, David. They've had this game circled for so long. You've got to play your best football right now and fight back.
And you just need something good to happen on this next possession. You've got to get the crowd back into this football game. Big rivalry. Get some emotion. Get some momentum on your side.
They'll start this drive with a pass. Snagged in the middle. It's Barney. And he's still running after the move. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a first down. Good start to this drive, and they'll need much, much more if they're going to give them a finish.
They need a ton more of this, but you got to start the drives great. The first play needs to be really good. That was a good start. Now we got to keep building on it, and we got to do it in a hurry.
And he has a solid gain on the play before sliding. The Tigers racing to the line in the hurry-up.
And this is the hard part about being on defense and choosing whether to be conservative or bring the blitz. They bring the blitz, he sees it, and that's what he does really well. Sees it and immediately makes a decision, gets to some green grass, and gets a positive gain for this offense.
From inside the 40 at the 37, it's first down. Looking for a man, it's Knight. Throws to the tight end. Got a man in the middle. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield on first down. Got it in the middle. It's Barney. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Back to pass on second down. And the defense makes a play. They get the quarterback down at the 26. They're at their fastest tempo trying to get off this third down play. He's looking downfield to throw. He'll take a shot. And it's grabbed for the late touchdown. And how about this? It's not over yet.
Well, the good news is you scored a touchdown. You've made this a one-possession game. The bad news is you got to get the ball back. So if you're the head coach, you got to start thinking, how are we going to do that? Are we going onside kick, or do we trust our defense to give it back to the own?
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Fellas, a big-time top 25 duel. Let's get right to the pictures. Tennessee is on top, but it's not like Peyton Manning or T. Martin are playing quarterback today, which is why they can't pull away. They're up by a field goal over LSU. Just another week of SEC football where we've come to expect the unexpected, fellas.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Wouldn't be surprised to see them go right back to the run on second down and maybe put this thing away. They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run.
And that's exactly what you would expect from this offense. Listen, when you're in that 1 to 2 minute range and you got the football and you got a lead, it's smash mouth, it's keep that clock running, it's ground game. So interesting now on this third down what they do next, but we got to keep that clock moving.
Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. The quarterback takes a snap and takes a knee. There's a long and storied history of great games between these two rivals, and this chapter adds another to that legacy.
Really impressed by the poise by the winning team as well here. They weren't overhyped in this game. They came out, they looked prepared, they were calm, definitely confident. David, they were able to go out and execute well enough to get this win.
And it's hard in these rivalry games with all the emotions running so deep. Like, you sometimes get overzealous. Sometimes you get too many penalties. It's hard to rein in your emotions, but they did. They kept it in check, and now bragging rights for the whole year.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm